to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and
This is the News on 6 at noon.
This man is running across the country trying to save a piece of history while carrying a historic artifact. We'll explain. And at a time when many Americans are feeling patriotic, others are challenging words in the Pledge of Allegiance. That's why an Arizona man is running across the country with a message of unity. Kenn Kemper began his great Amerithon on May 2nd in Santa Monica and hopes to end up in Maine sometime in September. Along the way, the 64-year-old is running one marathon a day, 6 days a week, and collecting signatures on a document he will present to President Bush. Kemper says he wants the U.S. to remain one nation under God, and he wishes more people would follow his example. Kemper is carrying with him the first Bible ever brought to America. It's the same Bible John Smith read to Pocahontas. Kemper says he'll present it to President Bush along with the signed document.
At morning's first light on May 2nd, 2002, America's declared National Day of Prayer, an historic journey will begin which will touch the hearts and minds of our people from coast to coast and mark the beginning of a national journey back to the essence of what made us great. It's called the Great Amerithon, a 3,000-mile journey, step by step, through the heartland of America. It's a great run connecting California and Maine, along such great American roads as the historic Route 66, and through villages, towns, and cities that collectively form the backbone of our country. At the heart of the effort is Kenn Kemper, America's grandfather of the Ironman, who in April 2000 gained national attention when he bicycled across the nation, sharing a powerful story of forgiveness and renewal with schools, churches, and prisons along the way.
They'll come across the street to meet you and sit down and talk to you or even have a cup of coffee with you. People along Route 66 like talking to people.
On Route 66.
As Kenn Kemper runs, one step at a time, the nation will discover a wonderful story of community and a celebration of what really makes America great. And at each location, the Great Amerithon will bring a taste of good old-fashioned American values and fun, complete with apple pie, hot dogs, music, and prayer. All designed to bring people together for a common purpose, framed within an uncommon truth, that we truly are one nation under God.
Kemper is in tremendous shape, but how does a 64-year-old able to keep up the pace, day in and day out? He has a personal trainer, of course.
Stretch him out, keep him going, keep him limber, change his diet. He's meat and potatoes fella, and so I had to get him to drink a lot more water and a lot more leafy greens, more vegetables and things like that. And
the trek began more than 5 months ago in Santa Monica, California, and ends this weekend in Machiasport, Maine, a route stretching more than 3,300 miles.
We would run every day about anywhere from 10, 15, 20 miles every day, 6 days a week. My best day was 41 miles.
Kenny Munns is writing the Great American theme song, and according to Munns, the volunteers along the way made it all possible.
Along the way, the churches that put us in motels when we needed it, and the pastors that helped us, and you know, it was an effort of a whole lot of people, not just us.
Kemper says if the race is a success, it will encourage Americans to rediscover their values through faith and religion.
The whole trip has been that way, one thing after another. It's been a fantastic trip.
A fantastic trip for a fantastic cause. Kemper says made every step worthwhile. Adam Chubb, ABC 7.
The Great Amerithon will bring this powerful message of hope, freedom, and forgiveness to the people in a 4-month odyssey to help bring America back to God and the principles which really matter. The run will culminate in a powerful media event at the White House in which Kenn Kemper, representing a renewed America, will personally present President George W. Bush with a declaration of commitment and rededication signed by the tens of thousands of Americans who came to cheer and support the run along the way and who have pledged to honor our nation's most sacred values. At At this critical point in American history, while the eyes of the world look to us to see what type of future it will be, now is the time to renew our commitment to our most precious beliefs and convictions as a nation and as individuals.
Kemper just finished running coast to coast. His mission, to try and find out if we were indeed one nation under God.
I ran from Santa Monica, the pier in California, the entire length of the United States to Maine, and 3,600 miles.
Let's break it down for you. If you take into account a marathon is 26 miles, Kenn chalked up more than 138 of them. To take it one step further, he ran anywhere between 12 to 41 miles a day.
I ran that every day, 6 days a week for 5 months.
That's 5 months of pounding the pavement, a road that wasn't very forgiving. So mapping it out, Kenn ran Route 66 all the way to Illinois. From there, he took Highway 40 to Pennsylvania and then 22 to New York, where he took 1 and 9 all the way up to Maine. And along the way, he developed quite an entourage to run with him.
Firemen and police ran with me in different places all across the United States. It was a great run.
A run that ended by taking a plunge into the Atlantic. But Kenn's version of the triathlon is not done. Only months after finishing that run, he's already training for his next feat. That's taking a plunge into shark-infested waters.
And we're going to leave Florida Keys, and I'm going to swim from Florida to Cuba.
Keep going. Push. Come on. Come on.
Wyatt Earp is slowly teaching Kenn the proper mechanics of swimming and preparing him physically for the big task.
I'm going to teach Kenn how to swim smarter instead of harder. I'm going to teach him efficiency, mechanics, the stroke technique, and the endurance part will come along.
But while the date of the big swim may still be more than a year away, there's also a lot of homework to be done.
They have to find out when the best time to do it, when the waters are the best, when the currents are the best, when the weather is the best. You know, they'll have to figure all that out for me.
So when will Kenn be ready?
When swimming becomes like breathing and swimming becomes like walking, well, then he'll be ready.
Juan Llaneras is originally from Cuba. He continues to provide Kemper's dryland training with cardio and weights, and he can't wait to go along for the ride.
Either way, with a cage or without a cage, through the elements that he'll be presented with, I think he'll definitely he'll accomplish it.